Morning.
Morning.
How'd your meeting go with Dr. Taylor yesterday?
Like all the others so far.
Well, if you didn't think you could trust your therapist, why did you suggest going to grief counseling?
I don't know. I think a part of it is the fact that I spent the first 2 weeks after Mom died trying to find the serial killer. I don't think that really counts as proper grieving.
Well, not to get philosophical with you, but I'd argue there's no proper way to grieve. Whatever helps you accept and get through your mom's death is the right thing.
I'm gonna disagree with you on that.
So you think this will help?
It's in the title, isn't it?
Fair point, but only when you put actual effort into it and you trust your therapist.
Also a fair point.
What about number 2?
What?
You said a part. That usually means there's another part. And maybe even one after that.
Number 2 would be that Mom is your wife, and some topics that have come up with her death are things I don't really want to talk about with you.
I love your mother with everything I have, but I also need to make sure that you're okay. If there's something bothering you with Clara, just tell me.
Why would Mom lie to us for so long?
I think she was scared. I think she didn't want to become the next town drunk right after Vanessa.
I get that, but we wouldn't have told anyone. I could keep a secret.
But what if it changed the way you looked at her?
I wouldn't have been ashamed if that's what you're asking.
Well, you can't know that for sure, and neither could your mom. I think that's one of the main reasons.
One of them?
Your mother, she never wanted to admit she needed help. I love Clara for independence, but sometimes that was the thing that peeved me the most about her.
So she didn't want to tell us because that would mean admitting to herself that she had a problem.
Well, we can't know for sure, but maybe.
And we'll never know because she's gone and she left us trying to put everything together like some stupid jigsaw puzzle.
Well, have you talked to Dr. Taylor about it?
I will. I just need to feel her out first.
Then what do you talk to her about?
Stupid stuff. Relationships. The weather.
My money. Hard at work.
Speaking of money, I didn't mean to tell you. I'm okay with it.
With what?
All those sticky questions you keep not asking me.
I don't think we can keep the house, Margo.
I know.
And I was thinking of selling some of her items. If you want any of her clothes or jewelry, you can have them. And we're going to give you the car anyways. But I don't know what else I could do with her stuff.
It's okay. I'll help you sell it.
It feels like forgetting her.
We're never going to forget her dad. I promise.
I know. I love you, Margo.
I love you too, Dad.
Wednesday, October 17th, Episode 3, House Call.
Hey, can I ask you about something?
Depends on the topic.
It's about Bradey.
What about Bradey?
You don't like him.
And
Why don't you like him?
why do you care?
Maybe I'm just curious.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you don't strike me as the type of person to care whether a person likes someone or not.
You're not wrong.
Then why do you really want to know why I don't like Bradey?
He's hot.
Can't say I've given that much thought.
I would hope not.
And what does his hotness have to do with my disliking of him? I'm allowed to dislike attractive people.
Well, I very much like attractive people, especially this one. I want to ask him out, but you not liking him is a big red flag.
Why? I don't like a lot of people.
But it's more than that with him, isn't it? Something happened between the two of you. You have an actual reason to hate him.
Wow, Spencer Reed, you got all that from the 2 words I said to him on Monday?
Would you like to continue being complicated, or do you want to answer my question?
Can't you just be like a normal teenage girl and fall head over heels into the grasps of love?
You want to lecture me about being a normal teen?
Fair. Okay, fine. We used to get along, but I asked Brady to keep something a secret from me, and he ratted to his mom about it. He always does.
Always does what?
Pick her over everything, anything, anyone. He's a little mommy's boy.
And that's bad.
When my aunt is his mom, yeah.
What was it? The secret. It must have been pretty bad if it destroyed the two of yours entire relationship.
It wasn't just that, but my main problem with him is his lack of balls. He does what he's told, no matter who it hurts.
So what would you say to me dating him?
I would do it.
What? Why?
I don't like his decisions, but ultimately they aren't his. They're my aunt's. He's not a bad person. He just has bad parents. You know what that's like.
Our parents weren't bad.
No, but they made bad decisions.
How did you feel about all of it?
You've lost me.
When you found out your mom was an alcoholic, how did you feel about it?
I never did.
What?
I never found out. I grew up knowing that my mom drank. It was like swear words and not sticking your hand in the fire. Mom was a town drunk. When I was little, I thought I could Google it.
Your parents just told you that?
My mom wasn't proud of it, but being a liar wouldn't make her feel any better. This way she knew we loved her as she was. She never had to question it.
And you did? You loved her as she was?
Most days before she died, I did. I never really cared about the drinking. That only got bad the last couple of years, but I'd get mad at that she was depressed. As stupid as that sounds. Sometimes she'd get bad and miss soccer games, and you'd get mad that she was messed up. But my dad would always remind us that that was just the way our mom was made. She was trying to get better, but it isn't always easy to fix herself.
And after she died?
Well, to us, she didn't die. To us, she left. That leaves a different taste in your mouth. Especially after some of the stuff that happened in the family.
My mom never told me.
I know.
I still don't know how to feel about it.
Want my honest opinion?
Why not?
I don't think you ever will.
So you really think I should ask out Bradey?
Sure.
Do I need permission from the mistress or something?
Haha.
What are you looking at? Ugh, Tracy and what's-his-name are always making out in front of Charlotte's locker. It's so annoying. I mean, look at Charlotte. She can't even get her combination in. She shouldn't have to put up with that.
Yeah, I don't know why people can't just do that at home. She should tell them to move.
She never will. Charlotte would never put her own wants before other people's. Besides, I bet she thinks it's cute or something.
Charlotte's into that kind of stuff?
Honestly, I don't know what Charlotte's into.
She's never talked about anyone?
Not in the 5 or so years I've known her.
I find that hard to believe. She's so well liked, I would imagine at least one date under her belt.
Me too, but I think it's like that Dr. Mask guy is always saying. She doesn't spend any time focusing on herself. She's always looking out for other people and trying to take care of everyone. When you're so focused on what other people want, you never do anything that you want.
Yeah, I guess a shrink has his moments.
Speaking of shrinks, I started going to one.
Congrats?
Yeah, it's not going too well.
Hi,
Sup?
Parker.
Charlotte?
This is hard to watch. You two good, or do you need to yell at each other some more?
No, we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
Good. So, Parker, how are the police doing on the case?
Why are you asking?
I saw you go into the sheriff's office yesterday.
Are you stalking me, Holland?
No.
Or maybe you were hoping Bradey would be there.
You told Parker about Bradey?
Yes, and all his male attraction.
Did she ask about his red flag?
Yes, said it was hesitating, lusting.
Oh, that's never good.
Shut up, both of you.
Sorry.
You're no fun.
Parker, did you talk to the police or not?
I did. What's it to you?
Are we back in this?
I was just going over leads. You two don't.
Being considerate isn't a good look for you, York. I said I would catch this guy. I haven't yet.
Be careful. You sound like me, and shrinks in law enforcement don't like me very much.
I'm not exactly scoring points with my therapist at the moment. Besides, I want to know why my mom died. I still don't.
The police are a little stumped right now. Our leads aren't agreeing with them.
You mean the cultists?
It's not exactly a clear link to the rehab center.
But it is a link to the church.
What do you mean the church?
Our mom saw the flyers at the church, right? Cults are religious.
I haven't looked into the church yet.
Maybe that's our next lead.
We search a church.
We can start with a nice stakeout. Maybe mosey over to the Nawala and check on that as well.
Look at you, going from not wanting to break the rules to breaking them all.
I don't want to break any rules. I just want to figure this stuff out. We're watching from a distance this time, not getting up close and personal.
And when are we gonna do it? Today?
I can't today. Christian wants us to do a family dinner once a week. Can we check in tomorrow?
Works for me.
Same here. See you tomorrow then.
Bye.
Bye.
Christian's waiting for me. See you later?
Charlotte, wait. Are you sure you want to do this again?
What do you mean?
Got a little close last time. You almost got burned.
I'm fine, Parker.
If you insist, I'm the last person who should stop you.
That didn't stop you from trying before.
If you're back on the case, you'll want this.
What is it?
It's a recorder. Found it back at the station. Thought your phone was getting pretty full with all those voice memos you always insist on taking.
For the last time, you started it.
Believe what you want. I gotta go. I can hear Danny whining from here.
I'm not. Thank you.
Have you said anything?
Of course I haven't. But how did they find out about me in the first place?
Some schoolgirls put the files together. Too many of your patients have been in the all-pass rituals.
I told you to find another therapist.
I wanted to give them to Mast.
He wouldn't have taken them. I know that for sure.
Do you have any idea on how to get them off our tails?
No, but I have a feeling you do.
They'll stop looking if they have someone to blame.
I have a family.
So do I, so do most of us, but you're the one who got caught.
Because of your...
Say the name, I dare you, and see how that works for you. That's what I thought. We made an agreement. No names. Not just for me, for all of us. Especially now, while they're listening.
Are you sure?
No, but unlike you, I'm not getting caught. Our mission means too much to me.
And you think it means nothing to me? If I do what you're suggesting, there will be no one to screen the patients.
There is one.
A mousy one.
Don't worry. I know my way around a mousetrap. I sent your sister a casserole.
Thank you. How is she doing?
She's been better. Carter's the saddest.
I was supposed to teach him a new card trick at his birthday party last week.
We'll figure this out. We have to. They're depending on us.
Thank you for listening to The Holland Case, with Benny Rota as Luke Holland, Cameron Sue as Margo Holland, Caitlin Branco as Parker York, Michaela Thompson as Charlotte Miller, Sierra as Dr. Fredericks, and Mia Sanders. The intro is composed by Ian Michael Brown, and the transitions and outro music are composed by Hudson Dopp. The series is written and edited by Caitlin Branco, with cover art by Charlie McAfee and episode titles by Benny Rota. Thanks again for listening, and stay tuned for the next episode.